This is the L2C Media Network, and this is Steve Sporty Balls with Sports Final. It's sports talk and more, and it starts now. Presented by the L2C Media Network. And now, with the headlines in the world of sports, and boy, what headlines we got. Here's our guy, Steve the Baxman Baxley. Well, that was a nice little feelings of comment, otherwise known as the only way Harry could get anything completely done. How you doing, everybody? Steve Baxley. Welcome to our little show of shows. And tonight, we're also going to talk a little bit about where I went last night, and of course, being Blood Bash 2022 at the Commonwealth Commerce Center here in Jackson. We're going to talk about that in a few moments. Oh boy, what a day in sports, and we get to do all of this in an hour or so. So why don't we just do what we do normally, and that's we do the big thing we like to do, and that is, of course, basketball. That's right. We're going to talk about basketball, ladies and gentlemen. On this little program, we are going to talk about basketball. And because it was Super Bowl Sunday, most everything, took the Super Bowl off. The NBA only had two games, and here they are. The Boston Celtics defeated the Atlanta Hawks by a score of 105-95. Young for Atlanta had 30 points, 4 rebounds, 10 assists, so it was a double-double. Tatum for Boston, 38 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. The Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Indiana Pacers by 9, 129-120. Edwards for Minnesota had 37 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Brissett of Indiana had 22 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists. And that's the NBA for you. Now, let's see if we have any luck with the NC Alpha, the NC2A. Did we have any college basketball for ladies and gentlemen today? Well, this is going to be fun, isn't it? Yes, it is. So, what happened? Okay, let's try our luck. Boom. Shakara! Hey, it works now. Ain't that cool? It does work. Yes. Of course, we have to. There we go. Full scoreboard. All righty. Hey. Hey now. It works. Yeah. Trouble is, where's the. Okay. I'll do it like this. All right. Top rated South Carolina defeated 17th ranked Georgia 72-54. Second, the top ranked South Carolina, then the number 2 ranked Samford defeated Colorado 63-6. Third ranked Louisville outlasted 18th ranked Notre Dame 73-47. Northwestern in 2 overtimes defeated number 4 Michigan 71-69. Fifth ranked North Carolina State over Duke 77-62. Sixth ranked Arizona over Arizona State 62-58. Eighth ranked UConn defeated Marquette 72-58. 11th ranked Georgia Tech over Clemson in overtime 92-84. 13th ranked Tennessee over Vanderbilt 66-52. 14th ranked Louisiana State University LSU defeated Texas A&M 74-58. Virginia Tech defeated 23rd ranked North Carolina 66-61. And Oregon State defeated 24th ranked Oregon by a score of 68-62. Them's the breaks. And we go from the, knew that was going to happen. Boot. All right. Okay, let's get you to the men. And it goes like this. Third ranked Purdue over Maryland, 62-61. 13th ranked Illinois over Northwestern, 73-66. 24th ranked UConn over St. John's, 63-60. Oh, Lord, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. We have one more. And as always, it is the G League. That's right. We're going to talk G League now. So let's get a worry here. A little G League. Not Google. I want G League, boys. Come on. Do. Boom. There we go. G League. Hey. Hey, I hit the button and it works. Yay. All right, let's go for the schedule for Sunday's games. Yes, Sunday's games. Load it up. Load it up, Sparky. If you load it up, we got it. Okay. Thank you very much. There we are. All right. The Westchester Knicks defeated the Cleveland Charge 141-100. The Memphis Hustle over the Oklahoma City Blue 104-7. And Capital City Go-Go beat the Grand Rapids Gold by a score of 106-103. There you go. That is your G League, and that is our basketball segment right there in a complete and concise nutshell. So now we go from there to the NHL. We go from, as we like to call it, the hardwood to the hard synthetic fake ice. That is the National Hockey League, or as we're going to call it from now on, our hockey segment. So let's go to the NHL, and thank you. How things go, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Is terrific. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, let's go to it. Everything is final as always. And when it's a final, you know what that means. That's right. The Molson, we can't call it the Molson Cup 3 stars. So let's call it the Coors and Coors Light 3 stars. All right. It's got to have a beer influence. So there you go. Buffalo Sabres over the Montreal Canadiens 5-3. Skinner for Buffalo, 4 goals, 1 assist. Tuck for Buffalo, 3 assists. Armia for Montreal, 1 goal. Ottawa Senators beat the Washington Capitals 4-1. Forsberg for Ottawa had 33 saves. Kachuk for Ottawa, 1 goal, 1 assist. And Brown for Ottawa, 1 goal, 1 assist. Pittsburgh Penguins over the New Jersey Devils 4-2. Boyle for Pittsburgh, 1 goal, 1 assist. Matheson for Pittsburgh, 1 goal, 1 assist. And Gillies for New Jersey, 31 saves. And finally, the Colorado Avalanche over the Dallas Stars 4-0. Makar for Colorado, 2 assists. Klemper for Colorado, 23 saves. And Landeskog for Colorado, 2 goals. Oh, aren't we impressive? Yes, we are. But that is not all. No, sir. We go to the NC2A. It's our hockey segment. We got some hockey pucking to talk about. That's right. Let's see if we got some little scorings here. Yeah, we do. We got about 3 scores. In the Big Ten Conference, it was number 11 Notre Dame over Wisconsin, 3-2. In the Hockey East Conference, it was New Hampshire over number 13, the UMass Lowell, and Merrimack over Vermont, 4-1. Let us see how good things were for the lady hockey players. Only one game to talk about, and that is in the ECAC. Princeton defeated Dartmouth 4-1. Wasn't a bad game. It was an okay game. There you go. So there you go. That's that hockey. Let us now go to the minor leagues of hockeydom, and let us give you the scores of the American Hockey League. They should have played, and they did. and it's only one game. The Lehigh Valley Phantoms over the Hershey Bears by a score of 3-2. That is your NHL. That is your OHL. No, that's your AHL. This is the big O time now. That's right. It's the Ontario Hockey League. Somebody up there's got to be playing some games, you see. Let's see, do we have any games? Oh, yeah, we did have games. February 13th, which is today. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Aw. All right, here we go. Kingston over Hamilton. Eugene is Kingston, right? I just want to make sure. Kingston, thank you. Okay, Kingston over Hamilton, 5-4. North Bay over Sudbury, 4-3. Mississauga over Ottawa, 5-0. And Peterborough over Oshawa. No, Oshawa over Peterborough. Ming. Oshawa over Peterborough, 6-3. And that is the OHL. So we go from there to the rest of the minor leagues that we know of, kiddies and cadets. That's right. There we go. Boom. No, I think we screwed that one up. We screwed that. There you go. No. Boom again. List of hockey teams, list of this and that and other things. Come on, where in the surrealness of surreals is oh, I know what happened. We have to go to the newer post. There we go. And there's that. And give us a moment. Our boys are really smart. All right, here we go. In the Echo, the ECHL. Hey, Dandelion Fluff, how you doing? Okay, let's get on with the hockeys. The Queen of Hockey is here. All right, here we go. Stretch that out a bit so I can see. Thank you. Okay, in overtime, it was the Orlando Solar Blares. I keep calling it Solar Blares. It's the Orlando Solar Bears. They beat the Florida Everblades 5-4. And in another overtime final, Newfoundland defeated the Maine Mariners 4-3. And the Worcester Railers over the Adirondack Thunder 4-2. In the FIPL, the FPHL, Columbus River Dragons defeated the Delaware Thunder 3-1. In the PHF women, it was the Metropolitan Riveters over the Buffalo Buttes 3-2. And while we're on the subject, let's give you a little bit of the hockey games. In overtime, Finland defeated Sweden 4-3. Canada blanked China 5-0 to remain undefeated. And the U.S. beat Germany 3-2. In the Olympic Games, women's hockey, in the 8th minute of the second period, Canada leads Switzerland 7-2. All righty. Ain't that something? Yes, it is. Right. Let's get over here for a moment, and we shall attempt a mind meld, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Thank you. I love this. The list of hockey leagues. Okay, now I've done the Echo. And yeah, let's go to the Spiel. The Southern Professional Hockey League, Der Spiel. And let's get some scores from Der Spiel. Yay, we're getting good at this. Maybe someday we'll get even better. No games scheduled on the Southern Professional Hockey League, so that ended that. And that means we've only got, I've already done the FIPL. The FIPL. Someday all hockey will be FIPLed. All right, there you go. So we have done our hockey, but we do have some hockey news to deliver. Thank you. And then we're going to have the Super Bowl to talk about, and also something I need to talk about yesterday. So let's see. Well, they are no longer, as I like to call them, the Arizona Gypsy Coyotes. The Coyotes announced, the Coyotes and, I'll just read. I'll just read from the script. The Arizona Coyotes reached a multi-year agreement that will allow the team to play their home games at Arizona State, according to an announcement from the team. The Coyotes, otherwise known as the Coyotes, will begin utilizing the university's new multi-purpose stadium beginning at the start of the 2022-2023 season. Now, the franchise will play their home games at Arizona State for at least the next 3 seasons. The two sides reached an agreement for the Coyotes to play at the multi-purpose stadium through the 2024-2025 NHL season with an option for the 25-26 campaign. On Thursday, the Arizona Board of Regents approved the agreement. Arizona State's new arena is slated to be completed in the fall of 2022 and will hold 5,000 spectators. The Coyotes have been searching for a new arena to call home after the city of Glendale announced last August that it wasn't renewing its operating agreement with the team beyond this season. The NHL franchise has played its home games at Gila River Arena since the 2003-2004 season. The National Hockey League thanks Arizona State University for its support of the Coyotes during this transition period, and for what will be just its latest major commitment to growing our game in the Valley, so said NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman, who also added, having made the full-time transition to Division I just 7 years ago, ASU hockey already has an NCAA tournament appearance to its credit and is now moving into a new state-of-the-art facility, end quote. Now, the Coyotes have also submitted a bid for 2 plots of lands in Tempe and are hopeful that they can acquire that space to build a new arena. If not, I just wonder how much Quebec would like to have their team back. Okay, let's continue on with the news of sport and the sport of news. That's right. By the way, thank you everybody for the compliments on my new sheared look. I'm thinking of making this a seasonal effort. Okay, let's go from here to there, and boom, boom, shakalaka, boom, boom. Let's get you some major news before we talk about Super Bowl and what happened tonight, which has got all of Detroit agog. Longtime NFL running back Adrian Peterson was arrested hours before the Super Bowl on Sunday, this according to TMZ. And the former MVP faces a felony domestic violence charge stemming from an incident at the Los Angeles International Airport, just 4 miles from SoFi Stadium, home of the big game. Peterson was reportedly removed from a plane attempting to take off for Houston after an apparent verbal and physical altercation between Peterson and his wife, Ashley Brown. Law enforcement informed TMZ that the 36-year-old running back, last seen in a brief stint with the Seahawks in 2021, was booked at LAX after airport police received a morning call reporting a disturbance on an aircraft. A preliminary investigation, which included required alerts to the FBI, Peterson was taken into custody. Peterson and his wife have since acknowledged a verbal altercation in a statement to TMZ via a spokesperson. Earlier today, Adrian and his wife Ashley had a verbal argument on a flight and he was removed from the plane. This is a private misunderstanding between husband and wife, and we anticipate it will all be resolved shortly. End quote. Peterson and Brown were in the area the night before, per TMZ, for a Super Bowl event. The former Vikings star, 7-time Pro Bowler who has led the NFL in rushing 3 times, spent time with both the Titans and Seahawks in 2021. He's been on 6 different teams over the last 5 years. He infamously served an NFL suspension back in 2014 after a grand jury indicted him on charges of reckless or negligent injury to a child. Ooh. Okay, more news. More news from the world of sport. All right. We are closing in on kick. Well, we've had the kickoff, and of course, we all know the Rams defeated the Cincinnati Bengals. And a new report indicates Sunday could be the last time we see one of the best defenders in NFL history take the field. During NBC's Super Bowl pre-show, former New England Patriots star safety Rodney Harrison said that, quote, there's a strong possibility Aaron Donald could retire should the Rams emerge victorious. Well, if he does, he is a victor. That's right. He's big on legacy and doesn't want to be known as a defender that accomplished so many individual things but never won a Super Bowl. But he also told me this: if he wins a Super Bowl, there's a strong possibility that he could walk away from the game and retire. Well, that may be true. Donald has been one of the most impactful defensive players since he was selected by the Rams with the number 13 overall pick in the 2014 NFL Draft. He's been a Pro Bowl selection in all 8 seasons, played a 7-time All-Pro and 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. That's tied with Lawrence Taylor and J.J. Watt for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards won. And while he missed down the honor this season with T.J. Watt's career year, Down was still finalist. He turns 31 in May, but has shown no signs of slowing down. He led the Rams in sacks with 12.5, tackles for loss with 19, and quarterback hits with 25 this season. Now, he also broke the franchise record for career sacks and currently has 98 to his name in the regular season. Donald isn't the only member of the Rams who could be eyeing an early retirement, as head coach Sean McVay recently admitted, quote, he won't make it, quote, coaching until 60, per Nick Wagner of ESPN. There's been recent rumblings about the coach's long-term future. McVay has considered, even recently, working as a TV analyst as an alternative to coaching. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. All right. Let's keep on going here. Obviously, this is a lot of NFL news we're going to give you. But the big rumors now that the Super Bowl has signaled the end of the season, the end of the NFL season. They'll have a new season when the NFL's New Year starts in March. The Carson Wentz era may be exceptionally short-lived for the Indianapolis Colts. The team made waves one off-season of the Eagles to trade for the former second overall pick in exchange for a 2021 third-round pick and conditional 2022 second-round pick, the latter having now become a 2022 first-round pick due to Wentz achieving the mandated amount of playing time in Indy. But despite giving away 2 first-round picks to acquire him, the Colts are seemingly mulling a very swift divorce. Wentz is reportedly in jeopardy of being traded or released outright by Indianapolis prior to March 18th when his complete $22 million base salary for 2022 will become fully guaranteed. ESPN's Chris Morgan via Pro Football Talk said Wentz is also set to grab an additional $6.29 million signing bonus on that date, making this a gargantuan decision for the Colts. Now, considering Wentz imploded in a win-and-get-in scenario in Week 18 against the Jaguars of Jacksonville, it's clear owner Jim Irsay is questioning if the also often-injured quarterback is the man for the job in Indy. It would be a massive about-face for the Colts, team led by head coach Frank Reich, the very one who helped make Wentz a household name in Philadelphia. So if Reich and company are waving the white flag on Wentz, and only 1 year after the Eagles did the same, it begs the question of who will be willing to give up assets to be the third team in as many seasons to try their hand at fixing him. The additional hurdle is Wentz's contract, the albatross that it is, and the Colts aren't off the hook completely if they move on from him. Having taken on the cumbersome contract from Philly, if Wentz is released prior to March 18th, the Colts will still have to pay him $15 million in base salary, but would find relief in avoiding $13.29 million in payments. A trade, however, would dump the entirety of the near $29 million on the acquiring team. So any potential suitor in a trade scenario would likely demand a reworked contract, but would still have to give up an asset or two to bring him on board. Now, there is a lot to figure out, the most important position on the team in Indianapolis, and not a lot of time to do it. Either they still believe Wentz can be fixed as is, As such, they're willing to bet their next season on it, or they're about to file for a divorce that's landing swiftly enough to be considered an annulment. Ooh. Ooh, that's going to be maddening. Okay, our last little NFL report. A little bit of NFL news. NFL owners may have finally had enough with Daniel Snyder. Let's try that again. NFL owners may have finally had enough with Daniel Snyder. Less than a week after more allegations were made against him, other NFL owners sense that the time has come for Snyder to be removed as Washington's owner, according to Pro Football Talk's Mike Florio. The NFL fined Snyder's franchise $10 million at the conclusion of their workplace misconduct investigation. The investigation was launched after the Washington Post report that included 15 former employees claiming they were sexually harassed during their time with the franchise. A second report published by the Post, citing interviews with over 100 employees who claimed Snyder, quote, has presided over an organization in which women say they've been marginalized, discriminated against, and exploited, end quote. Snyder was accused of attempting to use cheerleaders in inappropriate ways, including having inappropriate videos of cheerleaders' photo shoots created for him. Earlier this month, 6 former employees of the franchise joined leaders of the U.S. House of Representatives Oversight Committee for a roundtable discussion about workplace misconduct within the organization. The roundtable led to more accusations that include claims of inappropriate behavior by Snyder. The Oversight Committee chairman and chairwoman believe the NFL covered up alleged misconduct from the 6 former employees prior to the league's investigation. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell can propose firing any owner, shareholder, or partner for wrongful conduct and would take that complaint to the league's executive committee. Goodell would need 3/4 of the committee to vote to terminate the owner. Snyder, who is 57, has owned the franchise since May of '99. Washington is 156, 2-12, and 1 during Snyder's ownership. Washington has won 2 playoff games and has made playoffs 6 times over that span. Wow. Wow, that's right. I said wow. So we go from there now to our lead story. And that is, of course, the Super Bowl, which ended around 10-ish. In a venue built for champions, the Los Angeles Rams carried off the crown jewel, a Super Bowl trophy. It took a precise 79-yard drive capped by Cooper Kupp's 1-yard touchdown reception with 1:25 remaining for
Hey, Alexis, play my music.
Thank you. It took a precise 79-yard drive capped by Cooper Kupp's 1-yard touchdown reception with 1:25 remaining for a 23-20 victory Sunday over the Cincinnati Bengals to give the Rams their first NFL title since the 1999 season and their first representing Los Angeles since 1951. And they did so in their home, the $5 million SoFi Stadium, making the Rams the second consecutive host to win the championship after Tampa Bay became the first a year ago. The winning series, during which game MVP Kupp's 4-yard touchdown reception from former Detroit Lion quarterback Matthew Stafford was negated by offsetting penalties, ended soon after with the NFL Offensive Player of the Year easily beating Eli Apple in the right corner of the end zone for the winning score. Kupp had 4 receptions for 39 yards and a 7-yard run on 4th and 1 from the Rams' 30 on the championship drive. Cincinnati was penalized the second fewest times, 72, for the fewest yards, 620, in the regular season, but flags on 3 consecutive plays hurt badly, including interference on Kupp in the end zone. Even with that brilliant, decisive march to the Lombardi Trophy, it was LA's fearsome fivesome that made the difference. Led by Aaron Donald and Von Miller, they sacked Joe Burrow a Super Bowl record-tying 7 times, shutting down Cincinnati's offense after the Bengals took the lead and then added to it with a field goal during a 22-second spurt to start the second half. Fittingly, Burrow was under pressure on 4th and 1 and threw incomplete, setting off a football fiesta the city has not seen since the Raiders won the '83 championship. A tearful Donald said after the crowning achievement of a certain Hall of Fame career, "I wanted it so bad. I dreamed this." Added Sean Mcvay at 36, the youngest Super Bowl winning coach for the offense to be able to find a way, and then Aaron to be able to finish it off. It's poetic, man. The 10 quick points at the onset of the third quarter put Cincinnati ahead for the first time. T. Higgins' 75-yard score made it 17-13. It was followed one play later by Chidobe Awuzi's pick 6. Evan McPherson tied Adam Vinatieri's postseason record with his 14th field goal, a 38-yarder. Higgins beat All-Pro cornerback Jalen Ramsey on the first play of the second half. The receiver clearly tugged Ramsey's face mask on the play after Stafford was intercepted on the next play. The Bengals got McPherson a field goal. Then they tried to hold on as all of Southwest Ohio held its breath. But LA's relentless pass rush, led by its 2 biggest stars, Donald and Miller, with 2 apiece, allowed nothing more. Then came the 15-play march in which Kupp converted the 4th down with his run. Yay. Kupp even earned the MVP honor despite often being double-teamed after fellow wideout Odell Beckham, who had a touchdown catch on Los Angeles' second drive for the game's first score, went out with a knee injury in the second period. Kupp finished with 8 receptions for 92 yards. And thank you for joining us, Dandelion. You sure looked good tonight on Chris's show. I looked like a sight. One fear for Rams followers was ill-advised throws by Stafford, and he had 2. His deep pass moving left was picked in the end zone late in the first half by Jesse Bates III. On his second interception, rookie Ben Skoranek could only deflect it directly to Awuzie. Other than Matt Gase's 41-yard field goal later in third, it was all defense until Rams' relentless drive to win it. Energized from the onset, the crowd of 70,048 in the stadium that opened in 2020 roared to the introduction of each team by The Rock. Then Bengals fans, far louder than their Rams counterparts early on, got to rocking when Trey Hendrickson sacked Stafford, leading to a punt. LA's defense responded by holding on 3rd and 4th downs with a yard to go at midfield. Ernest Jones knocked down a pass for Jamar Chase to turn over the ball, and the excellent field position set up the first touchdown. Beckham, who joined the Rams in Week 10 after being exiled from Cleveland, easily beat Mike Hilton on a corner pattern for a 17-yard score on 3rd down. Then Beckham showed off his moonwalk in the end zone. Kupp's first down, also on 3rd down, was a short throw from Stafford. He turned into a 20-yard gain when Jesse Bates III fanned on a tackle that would not be the last whiff by the Bengals, and it cost them mightily in the end. The most intriguing matchup of this Super Bowl Offensive Rookie of the Year receiver Chase against All-Pro Ramsey got real juicy, and late in the opening quarter, Chase brilliantly tracked Burrow's throw and made a one-handed grab over Ramsey for a 46-yard gain to the LA 11. The drive went no further, and rookie McPherson kept intact his spotless field goal streak in the postseason with a 29-yarder. Now, unlike the Bengals, the Rams turned their early big plays into touchdowns. Beckham took advantage of 2 defenders colliding to pick up 35 yards on the next drive. Darrell Henderson got 25 while covered by Hendrickson dropping back. And Kupp was wide open in the right corner of the end zone for his 11-yard score. As has been their wont when behind the playoffs, though, the Bengals responded with a 75-yard drive capped by the trickery of Joe Mixon. He was so efficient running that the secondary was sucked in when Burrow handed off, and Mixon lobbed a 6-yard touchdown pass to Higgins. It remained 13-10 until halftime with Beckham's left knee injury most notable. He had to be helped off the field and didn't return. Hey, Deej, how you doing? Final score once again: the Los Angeles Rams 23, the Cincinnati Bengals 20. And for Detroit Lions fans, what you could have had if you could have only unchained him. But he's now a Ram and a Super Bowl champion. Yahoo. Okay, we are nearing 20 minutes left to the show. And I had to do a little something. So, where's the thing? Oh, yeah. I have to talk about this. So, let's give you a little brief of golf here. And the 2022 Waste Management Phoenix Open took place, the final round. Scotty Scheffler took it in, and he won the event. He outdueled Cantlay in a playoff to win the Phoenix Open. Let's see. Do we have no. Hello. Echo. No. There we are. Okay. Let's go to the full leaderboard if we can. And here we go. Let's pop her up, boys. Come on. Popper. Something. Popper. Yep. Scotty Scheffler was even par Sunday and 3 strokes behind after bogeying the par 3 12th in the WM Phoenix Open. He got back into it quickly and 2 hours later made a 25-foot birdie putt on the third hole of a playoff with Patrick Cantlay to win his first PGA Tour title. Cantlay missed an 11-foot birdie to try and end it. Scheffler followed the bogey on 12 with 3 straight birdies, left a birdie putt 2 inches short on the stadium par 3 16th, and birdied the par 4 17th. He missed a chance to win on the par 4 18th in regulation when his 5.5-foot birdie try slid right. Scheffler closed with a 4 under 67 to match Cantlay at 16 under 268 at TPC Scottsdale. Cantlay, playing a group ahead of Scheffler, had a bogey-free 67. Now, Scheffler, excuse me if I screw up the name, broke through his 71st tour start before Sunday. 25-year-old former Texas Star's biggest highlight was beating John Rahm in September in the United States Ryder Cup victory at Whistling Straits and shooting a 59 in the 2020 Northern Trust. Scheffler and Cantlay matched pars on the first 2 extra trips down 18, with both players hitting the fairway and green the first time and both scrambling to save par in the second. 9 strokes back entering the weekend, Scheffler shot a 62 on Saturday to pull within 2 strokes of leader Sahith Theegala and get into the final group. Cantlay was making his first start in the event, adding it to his schedule. Hello, Matt G. Only because he figured it would be easier to play 3 straight weeks instead of flying back and forth from Florida between 2 of his favorite events in California. The FedEx Cup champion nearly left with his 3rd victory in 6 starts. Theegala, the 24-year-old rookie who led after each of the first 3 days, lost a share of the top spot with a bogey on the par 4 17th after driving left into the water. He shot a 70 to tie for 3rd at 15, with defending champion Brooks Koepka at 69 and Xander Schauffele at 68. He also missed a chance to become the first player to win on a sponsor exemption since Martin Laird in the 2020 Shriners Children's Open. Koepka, also 2015 winner, closed with birdies on 17 and 18. Billy Horschel and Alex Noren were 14 under with Justin Thomas, another stroke back with 2-time Phoenix winner Hideki Matsuyama. That is good, yeah. That is good. That is real goody good. So there you go, right there. Happy landings on a chocolate brick star. It is brick, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. Let us, if we can, thank you. You know, I like that. We hit the button and it works. So go back to the NHL report. We got two coaches that are looking for work. That's right, the Edmonton Oilers fired head coach Dave Tippett, named Jay Woodcroft the interim coach of the Oilers, who currently are in fifth place in the Pacific Division. And Les Canadiens de Montreal fired Dominique Ducharme. The Canadiens are 8-30-7 with the worst record. They have named Martin St. Louis as the team's new head coach on, of course, an interim basis. So there you go on that little rock. Okay, before we go any further, last night I took a chance and took the night off in some aspects. Very much needed break from all the madness this last week has given me. And I went to the annual Blood Bash at the Commonwealth Commerce Center in Jackson. It returned after a year's absence from it's a pop culture horror convention. And I got to tell you, it was strange. That's about all I can tell you. It was strange, but it was in a good way. Let me tell you something. Some of the movies they show. It was a 2-day event, February 11th and 12th, and some of the movies they showed were not only some feature length, and there were some shorts. Let me give you some of the names of some OD shorts. Let's see. Wish we had my little buddy here. There it is. Squeeze that for a momentation, if you would, please. Squeeze it. Dankeschön. Thank you very much. Thank you. Stay there. Now, let me explain to you some of the choices, or some of the movies they showed, some of the little highlights from the shorts, especially from last night. Because they were, well, I'm going to say it, very interesting. Okay, we had, for example, Crockpot. Terror awaits the young couple as they fight over going to the young man's parents' house the next day for Thanksgiving. Okay. Damn, a murderer breaks into a lonely house in the forest, leaving behind a trail of violent murders. His fury stops when he realizes that we all have the ability to become savage killers. Okay. Let's see. Delicious. Scarlett invites her friends to a family dinner, but the host's signature dish makes the night unforgettable. Mm-hmm. You got karaoke. Oh, some of the titles, and we'll give you a couple of names here. Blinded by Desire, Attached, For Sale, Go Away, Lay Them Straight, Leechman, Snake Dick, Karaoke Night. Those were fun little horror films. Snake Dick was something very interesting, and by the explanation, this was very, very interesting. Snake Dick. It's a story of two women, and they went to get some gas at a gas station and were being hounded by two motorcycle bike folks. And the one went a little too far and, well, started going after one of the girls who had a little something extra, a cobra. You won't believe where it came out of. Trust me, you will not believe where it came out of. But it gave new meaning to the term suck face, even though the snake didn't come from her face. If you watched, say, Alien, you'll know what I mean. And I think you do. I got some good pictures of some vendors, and I'll show you some of the video that took place when I upload it for a little special broadcast. Let's see what else we got here. Yes, we got here. There's a rumor that New York Islander Hall of Famer Ron Duguay is dating Sarah Palin. Let's put it that way. Let's put it this way. Who knows? That's right. I said it in the words of celebration. Who knows? And that's truly what I said. All right. Getting close to our ending here. And we now go to our soccer, or as we like to call it, the international sports news. Get over to the scores and get over to the 13th and tell you that in the Premier League, Liverpool beat Burnley 1-0. Newcastle United beat Aston Villa 1-0. Wolverhampton over Tottenham Hotspur 2-0. Leicester City and West Ham United tied at 2. In Championship Soccer was Swansea City over Bristol City 3-1. In the FA Women's Super League, it was Manchester City over Manchester United 1-0. Aston Villa over Everton 2-0. Tottenham Hotspur over Birmingham City 2-0. Brighton and Hove Albion defeated Reading 4-1, and Leicester City defeated West Ham United 3-0. In League One action, it was Rotherham United over Sheffield Wednesday 2-0. In the Scottish Cup 5th round action, Hibernian over Arbroath 3-1, and Celtic over Wraith Rovers 4-0. In Lowland League action, it was Celtic B 4, Vale of Lothian 0. In the FA Women's Championship, it was Bristol City over Durham 3-0, Sheffield United over Blackburn 4-0, Coventry United and Carlton Athletic tied at 1, London City over Crystal Palace 5-1, Liverpool Women over Sunderland Ladies 3-0, and Luz over Watford 2-0. In Spanish La Liga action was Alaves 2, Valencia 1, Real Betis over Levante 4-2. Real Sociedad over Granada 2-0. Espanyol and Barcelona tied at 2. In the German Bundesliga, it was Borussia Dortmund over Union Berlin 3-0. Hoffenheim over Arminia Bielefeld 2-0. In Italia Series A action, it was Milan over Sampdoria 1-0. Empoli and Cagliari tied at 1, as did Genoa and Salernitana 1-1. Hellas Verona over Udinese 4-0. Sassuolo and Roma tied at 2. Atalanta over Juventus 1-1. French League, Monaco and Lorient, goose eggs. Strasbourg over Angers 1-0. Brest over Troyes 5-1. Saint-Étienne over Clermont 2-1. Nantes over Reims 1-0. Lens over Bordeaux 3-2. Marseille over Metz 2-1. Australian A-League action, Perth over Central Coast in a tie 1-1. Brisbane over MacArthur 3-1. In Austrian Bundesliga action, Edgar Glas and Admira Wacker 1-1 tie. Lask and Austria Klagenfurt also tied at 2. And in the, we're going to end it with the Turkey. In the Turkish Super League, Sivasspor over Yeni Malatyaspor 2-1, and Talasspor over Faith Kragümrük 3-0. Kazimpasa and Alanspor tied at 2. Trabzonspor and beat Konyaspor 2-1. And finally, let's get on with our last segment. And that is, of course, being the final segment, we go to, in no end whatsoever, we go to the, let's see, basketball in Italy, Liga A. Olimpia Milano over Pesaro, 91-57. Brindisi over Fortitudo Bologna, 73-67. Varese over Venezia, 93-82. Reggiana over Treviso, 6-7-62. And Espanyol Basconia over Real Betis, 93-72. Gran Canaria over Fuenlabrada, 79-60. Briogan over Valencia, 99-82. Real Madrid over Unicaja, 92-91. And we've already done the World Olympic Games. Let's go to the Czech Republic. Karlovy Vary over Ziln, 5-1. Sparta Prague over Litvinov, 5-0. Kladno over Kometa Brunov, 6-4. Montfield over Olomouc, 4-1. Viktovic over Mlada Boleslav, 3-0. Trinik over Pardubice, 3-2. Finnish hockey, Turku over Pelicans, 4-1. And in Swedish hockey, Skellefteå over Malmo, 7-3. In cricket, Australia and Sri Lanka tied, with Australia winning the Super Over. So there you go. And let's update you one more time. The Los Angeles Rams beat the Cincinnati Bengals in Super Bowl 56 by a score of 23-20 on the quarterback stylings of one Matthew Stafford. So we say to that, huzzah, hooray, and hazoika. For that, we are happy with. And let's see, we are indeed happy. Happy. Yes. We are truly happy. Oink. Okay, that is it for this edition of Steve's Sporty Balls. Join us tomorrow at 11:30. No, join us tomorrow midnight again, because I've got a couple of podcasts to tape at 11 and 11:30. So we're back on the air at midnight tomorrow night for more sports, more fun, and more of the madness. That is Steve's Sporty Balls. And until then, may your sporty balls be what is the thing I was? May your sporty balls be huge, bright, and ready for anything. And I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. This has been a presentation, Mystifying Creativity Productions, in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. Thank you, guys. And tomorrow we'll have more fun, more excitement. And hopefully the weather will even be better. So thank you, everybody. Have a great night and a good morning. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.